pretty amazing. I admit we're just here for the cats, but if you're in...
Well, I came kind of for Hemingway as
Well,
well.
I mean, but I was going to say, if you're in the home of a great American writer, you do have to check it out.
Yep.
And it's a very nice house. Obviously love those cats. Thanking God for these fans today. I said I'm thanking God for these fans today. There's this fishing boat, the Fila, which is apparently still in Cuba. Going upstairs now. Oh, all these books. These are all owned by him. Read by Hemingway. This is Hemingway's bedroom. Note the cat sleeping on the bed. Only cat allowed. Only people. No people can get through here, but the cat can. Oh, feel free to go by. No problem. The cat can get right up in there. But this is what really amazed me and why I wanted to do this again. This is what you walk out into when you walk out from the bedroom. Talking about all the cats over there, the tour guide. And you walk out onto this massive wraparound balcony. And a gorgeous garden. And I hear a kitten crying somewhere. A very upset kitten somewhere. All I could hear was wee! Wee! Can't even imagine what it would be like to live in a place like this. Like, I can't even imagine. This is one of the most beautiful. We've seen some really beautiful houses. We've been lucky to go to a lot of places with some really beautiful houses. And I've seen some really amazing things, but there's been... And I often want to live in places that we go to, it's true, but this is one of the nicest houses I've ever seen. One of the, like, houses where I'm like, I could live here very happily if there weren't hurricanes.
I'm going to be serious for a minute. I told you that Hemingway drank at Sloppy Joe's. Of course he did. He drank at the Green Parrot, Turtle Crawls, Pepe's. Those bars are open now, but every morning he came out on that balcony. He would walk across an old cap wall. That's gone, blew down in a storm. But every morning he could walk straight across, go into the old hayloft up there. That's where he wrote. Only lived here 9 years, but he wrote the majority of his life's work up there. All native. This is where he wrote The Snows of Kilimanjaro after his first safari. He wrote For Whom the Bell Tolls, all about the Spanish Civil War. You met him. This is Harry Truman.
This place is huge. And now we're just looking for some cats. We went on a tour for a bit, and it was fun. But now we're just looking for cats before we have to go. beautiful pool. Alright, this is cool. We are trying to get back to the ship and see cats and everything. This is Hemingway's studio. This is where he wrote a lot of his books.
Most of his work.
They said Farewell to Arms. No, not Farewell to Arms. Snows of
Farewell to
Kilimanjaro.
And Farewell to Arms. Those are his major books I have here, but
Yeah, so
the majority of his work was done here over 9 years.
So let me just try and get my hand into the cage here, so we can get a little panorama of the room. Marlin, of course. That's where he sat and wrote, right there. So we saw most of the Hemingway house, all of the grounds.
Very neat.
His
He's
studio.
a very big fisher.
Yeah, he was really into fishing, and apparently the guy that we hooked up on the tour with told us that in Marquesas in 1929, him and his brother were down there fishing, and they found a coral-encrusted cannon, a Spanish cannon, and they couldn't get it on the boat, so they dumped it back. And what was it, 2008, they said?
Yeah.
2008, that's where they found the wreck of the Spanish galleon that had over $500 million in Spanish gold and silver. So I guess if he'd been alive, he'd kind of be pissed off about that.
Kicking himself.